This might be a little controversial, but the majority of advice I see online about sticking to your New Year's resolutions and changing your habits is complete bullshit. Especially this idea of going all in during the month of January and trying to change your entire life overnight. Yeah, our brains don't like that and will literally sabotage us from making these changes. But more about that later in the video. After 6 years of helping clients embody new habits that are in alignment with their goals and who they want to become, I have seen it all. The excuses, the setbacks, the obstacles, and what actually works. And I've narrowed it down to 6 different hacks that make releasing bad habits and replacing them with more helpful ones so much easier. So let's dive into them. The first habit hack is to keep it small and simple. Like I said earlier, our brains tend to freak out when we try to change a bunch of things about our lives overnight. Even though all of these changes you'd be making are positive and would improve your life, your brain doesn't see it that way because we've been programmed to fear anything new and unknown. So all of these new habits you're doing, your brain doesn't know if it's okay for you to do them. And that's why it sends limiting beliefs and procrastination to try to keep you in your comfort zone. So the easiest way to override this is to slowly make these small changes. So for example, if one of your goals is to be healthier in 2024, instead of starting a new nutrition plan, working out 30 minutes a day, getting to bed earlier, drinking enough water, eating more vegetables, doing all of these things on day one, spread them out over the next couple of weeks. So maybe the first week you would focus on drinking enough water every day. And then next week you would start working out. And then the following week you would eat more veggies. And slowly you start adding these habits on so that way your brain doesn't freak out and try to sabotage you. The second hack to making habits easier to embody is to find what you can add to your life, not what you will subtract. And this goes off of the manifestation principle that what you focus on expands. So if you keep telling yourself that you need to stop this bad habit or that you shouldn't be doing this, that, or the other, you're focusing on it. You're giving your energy and intention to it. And guess what you're gonna wanna do? That bad habit, because you keep focusing on it. So instead, focus on how you can replace it with a better habit. I found this worked really well for me when I was trying to get out of a bad habit of scrolling on my phone at night. I kept telling myself for months, I need to stop doing this, but that didn't actually stop me from doing it. What did help though was replacing it with the habit of crocheting at night, because that is way more fun and entertaining than scrolling on Instagram for hours. And because I was putting my energy and focus on crocheting, I honestly kind of forgot that scrolling on my phone was even an option. So when looking at the habits that you want to release this next year, instead of focusing all your energy on them, focus on better ones that you can replace them with. Habit hack number 3 is to put a number to the goal. So often when I start working with new clients, their goals sound something like, I want to post more about my business offers, or I want to take better care of my health this year. And those are great goals, but the problem is when we use ambiguous language like more or better, it's really hard to see if we're actually making progress. So instead of saying, I want to post more about my business, you would change it to, I post 3 times a week about my business offers. That way you can actually track it and see progress and stay motivated. Before we dive into the rest of the habit hacks, I wanted to let you know about this amazing resource I put together for you. Your New Year goal setting workshop filled with even more tips, journal prompts, visualizations, rituals, literally everything you could possibly need to achieve your goals this year. You can find this amazing guide linked in the description below for you. Okay, let's get back to those hacks. This 4th habit hack is another manifestation tip. Shift your language. If you keep talking about your goals and your habits in the future tense, that's where they're going to stay. Instead of saying, I will do blah, 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 talk about it in the present or even the past tense. So for example, instead of saying, I will drink a gallon of water a day, write it down as, I drank a gallon of water a day. That little shift helps our brain believe it's already happening, and again, helps it from freaking out about this change because it thinks you already did it. The fifth habit hack is one of my favorites because it works so well and it is so simple. It is called habit stacking. So when you are trying to start a new habit, stack it or plan it around a habit you already have. So for example, if you wanted to get into the habit of meditating every morning, you would stack it with brushing your teeth, because that's something you hopefully already do every single day. And brushing your teeth becomes a trigger to remind you to meditate. So right after you're done brushing and you spit it into the sink and wash it down, your brain immediately goes, oh, right, I'm supposed to meditate now. Try this one out. If you don't do anything else in this video, at least do this one, because I am telling you, it is a game changer and so simple to start implementing. Lastly, number 6. It's so much more than just a habit hack. It's really a life hack, because I ask myself this question all the time. How can I make this easier? And how can I make this more fun? You see, it's really hard to keep motivation up all year. That's why we have that statistic that only 9% of people achieve their New Year's goals. But if you make it easy for yourself to show up and add a little bit of fun, you don't really need motivation because you actually want to do it. For example, if you want to get into the habit of taking a daily walk, how can you make that easier? Well, maybe you set out your clothes and your sneakers the night before. And then how can you make it more fun? Well, maybe you download a new audiobook or you listen to your favorite Taylor Swift album. These little shifts seem so simple, but simply asking ourselves, how can I make this easier and how can I make this more fun, makes us more likely to stick with it in the long run. Okay, I lied. I don't have 6 habit hacks for you. I actually have 7. So we're gonna count this one as a bonus. Visualize yourself doing these habits. Again, our brains will stop worrying if this is something safe for us to do because it's already seeing you do it in your mind. And if you're like, Tara, I have no idea how to actually do that, I created an entire guided meditation exactly for this that I will link in the description below. And while you are down there, tell me in the comments which of these habit hacks you are going to start implementing. And also give this video a like and subscribe if you found it helpful. Lastly, if you would like more guidance and support in embodying new habits and achieving your life and business goals in 2024, check out all the ways we can work one-on-one linked down below. And I will see you another day with another tip to help you live your most magical life.